Okay, welcome friends. We are on Pillars. I know what you're thinking, it's Pillars, oh no. But, hold on, we're doing a 1v4 with Dragon. I really like these. So, Team 1 normally is gonna be all OSP, but someone you don't know is... This is literally his first game. And he doesn't have an OSP fleet. So Dragon was being a nice guy and letting him bring the anus fleet that he made. So we'll see how this goes with having a freshie. Just in general, I really like these. I wish I would have recorded them back when I was watching them more regularly. But that was before I had even started YouTube, and hell, that was before I'd even really played the game at all. I just thought this was cool. Huge fan of these. The OSP team, very concentrated. That's exactly what you want to be doing. Oh yeah, I think in these, going for points is a bad idea. You want to just ball up and try to mollywhack someone. Alright, gonna be dropping down with the OSP team with some a small group of ANS sympathizers that have abandoned their calling with their warships. Someone you don't know. Oh no. Okay, I think he has hybrid 3s with Wakes as the main scanner. I really hope you can get something done with this, buddy. I really, really do. Beams. Ah, yes, the combat music. Okay, well, I thought that things might have been fixed, but I forgot that spectators just get combat music 24/7, so we're gonna... Swoop. Swoop. Okay. Okay. Now that all that's done, alright, we've already looked at you. He's also bringing some standard 2s. Naked Frag. Ocello, guns. Hang up, looks like. Nice, nice. Could get some use out of that. I really, really like the hang up jammer. And he's bringing a blanket as well. Mass drivers with some containers on the back end. Mines and decoys. And a scout. We already looked at you. Zippy. It's got an EWR on a bulker, which is not something I really see. Plus T-30s and plasmas.
The enemy is securing zone dagger.
Turrets. Mass driver, guns, plasma, and mines on shuttles. Interesting. Internet Explorer. Arena. Fighting and support Ocello with 2 illuminators? But he doesn't have any illumination missiles. And I'm not sure if illuminators increase the radar cross-section of things or not, but even if they do, I don't think this is a very good idea. I wish I could ask him about it. That team chat access. Put in the suggestion box. Alright. Already got a pretty good idea what Dragon... Oh shit, I have no idea what Dragon's bringing. He does not have a battleship. A dragon without a battleship. What world are we living in? Alright, so we got Axford, guns, point defense. Guns, point defense. With some M elevators and some thrusters for burn or reinforced thrusters. Oh, am I really gonna have to open this for every single one of these? Yeah. Fighting Vauxhall. Presumably these are all fighting Vauxhalls. Yeah, oh boy. The Dragon is ready to friggin' murder people. He's already got one of his Vauxhalls locked up and one of his Sprinters locked up. I better be quick about this. Oh, gunfire coming down field. It's not that accurate though. It looks like it's firing at that. Got a point defense centric destroyer with a beam. Okay, got 3 of those. Got a E-War support reigns, 2 E-War, 3 E-War support reigns, 1 Sarissa reigns, just in case. Whoa! Bunch of misses on that Axford. That's kind of scary to see. And then a pair of scouts with bullseyes on them. This fool is going for broke. So it turned out Team 2 was Dragon. I'm so used to Team 2 being OSP. He was the one that was on top of the map and bunched up and is ready to just come over here and start schwacking nerds. I'm gonna catch this Tug Scout. Dump a whole lot of fire into that. Someone has pinged me on Discord. I'm sorry, I'm busy with the murdering. That's just dead immediately. I'm digging the wolf pack he's got going on here. A couple of his reigns are trailing. Man, Dragon not bringing any missiles. That's so weird to me. I mean, I understand it. I think managing missiles and all of these ships at the same time would be really hard. But I cannot exist without missiles. I love them.
Enemy secured zone Atlas.
I try to work them into fleets even when I don't have room for them. I think my music might be a little too loud. No, this is... OBS is saying it's fine. Dragon taking a position here behind the Charlie Rock. Standing off. OSP team is spread out quite a bit. What's, okay. I think he's using those beams as defensive tools, not offensive tools. Gunfire going into these monitors. No, is that not where they were going? No. Those dots are going over here. RPF. That's not going to do much against the Keystone. In fact, I think that's actually going to do literally nothing against the Keystone. Yeah, that's what it's looking like here. Oh, DC team's going somewhere. A little tiny bit of damage has gotten through. Well, I guess eventually you fire enough rounds in the same area, the armor will start to get shredded. Oh no, there are just a few real rounds coming in as well. Okay. OSP team spreading out on the lower part of the map. Going for caps. I see, they're trying to get us around on Dragon, which is not a bad idea. I think IE could be a little more aggressive with his ships. But he's trying to play for points, which is certainly an option. Freshie getting kind of deleted over here by the combined might of the entire 9th Fleet. I don't think he got off... Oh, a missile. There's one. I'm pretty sure this isn't going to do anything, though, because Dragon's got point defense. He pays his taxes. He's a good little ANS player. It's just gonna get Sarissa. Womp womp. Good placement on this. Dragon feeling ooh, a little bad
Enemy is securing zone Boxer.
for bullying our new player, but that's the game, baby. You gonna fight, you gonna die. OSP is spread out. They're gonna cap Bravo and Echo. And,
Enemy is securing zone Eclipse.
I mean, obviously Dragon's fleet is very powerful. But if you can't maintain map control, you can just take a point loss. I was honestly surprised he's behind this rock. I figured he'd pop out here and just try to gun more people down. Gunfire going into... It's how you use it down here. Oh, mass driver fire going into that range. This thing is having some troubles unmasking its gun, or its guns aren't being tasked to fire at all. I don't know what that's about. Hey! Hey! Ah! I thought he was gonna get a kill. But he got flagged. Yeah, if he'd have just arced him around the side here, it would have gone a little bit better. Piranha rockets coming out of the... How you use it. But at this extreme range, I don't think they're gonna be getting through the point defense. No. No, they're not. Oh dear. Plasma going at the voxel. I don't think those are going to be landing, though. The turreted plasma is a little less accurate than the casemate plasma. Oh, one in the engine block. Another round of piranhas going after the Sarissa vessel over here. No, that's not the Sarissa. That's one of the E-War Rains. Yeah, but a little too early on those as well. Damn, what is this dodging? What the fuck? Alright, that's pretty impressive. Or he might even just be using the evade command. So if you don't know, evade is actually useful now. This came out in an update a few weeks ago. It was before the dedicated servers update, I'm pretty sure. But they made it to where evade, if you're standing still, will have your little ship kind of wiggle around in a small area. So it doesn't just get bonked by things like that. And it makes its track a little harder to read at long ranges if you have a bad track. And I think that was a really good change. And things are kind of slowing down here a little bit. We got some dead ships up here. Dragon making very good use of this rock, but sacrificing the map control to do it. Invictus going to be poking out to take some shots over here at our naked frag. Yeah, local OPA representative. Gonna be taking some counterfire for its troubles. Pretty good volume of counterfire out of 2 Ocellos. 450s. One of the scouts trying to loop over to Bravo to cap it. And he's probably gonna get it. I don't think there's anything over here that can contest that. Yeah, that doesn't have any combat capacity. And the Ocello is masked by the rock. Got some mines being laid up here. Now that's some good mine placement. Well, not the ones that are on the outside of the rock, but the ones that are right behind the rock. Dragon aggresses towards this area at all, he's gonna have some issues. Honestly, I think trying to get one of these up here and lay a bunch of mines on the backside of this would be awesome. It's incredibly risky to try to do that, but it's got potential. Looks like he's moving out, but from behind the rock. With his voxels and his rains. Got a couple ships covering his backside. One of the Axfords, one of the voxels, which is in kind of a bad way here. It's getting plasmid and mass drivered. But overall dishing out far more damage than it's taking, because this ship has just been struggling to get its guns to target. I don't know if it's just me, or I feel like this thing has not been firing all the things that it could be firing. Yeah, I think it's just been struggling on the angling. There goes one of the shuttles. This Voxel's about to eat a volley of rockets. I don't think Dragon's microing this. No, he's not. Some flak support. And the tiny, tiny profile of the Voxel just going to allow this thing to barely dodge. Okay, he caught it just in time. Throw on the brakes. Libertas going to be looping over here on the backside, or maybe just sticking back here and cover? No, I think he's going to be coming out here and around. Because the Eratas has to take Charlie. And the Libertas can help cover that. Huge volley of Mark II's coming in. And, oh, they're just going to clip the edge of the control sphere of the rest of the fleet. Which means they're all going to get taken down before they get here.
The enemy secured zone comment.
It's kind of funny seeing this guy get obliterated by Dragon, because this is one of my experience, one of my very first games. It wasn't my actual very first game, but one of my really early games. Oh! A couple of missiles got through. Nice! One of my very early first games. I saw this guy doing a 1v4, and I was like, 1v4? What kind of an arrogant jackass is that? We can beat this. He's gonna be easy. I'm kind of okay at this game. This is just a vanity thing. And got stomped. Got very stomped. And it's, I don't know, it sucks that it's happening to someone else, but it's also kind of funny to see it happen to somebody else. So I imagine he fell into the same trap of 1v4. That's a great way to practice. I'll surely be able to do better in like an unfair team match, but no. Beamstone's doing a lot of work, pretty much crippling these two monitors. And now getting onto the Ocello. Shooting him right in the booty. Naked Frag, of course, presenting ass towards enemy as is customary for Cell players to do. I don't know why this seems to happen with the Cells more than anything else. But they're just always coming in from the butt. I'm serious about that. It's like Axfords and Voxels usually got your nose forward. But I don't know, man. Cell players just wind up in this position all the time. I talk about it a lot. Dragon continuing to march across with impunity, dishing out an unbelievable volume of coordinated firepower from this 12K fleet. It's beautiful. These are the sort of things I'm talking about when I say teamwork is imbalanced. It is. Teamwork is super powerful. But when you're one dude team working 4 fleets effectively, that's when it really shines. All these ships can cover each other's bases. And you have things like these beam DDs to get in there and do some damage, but it's not just beam ships. They've got cover from the other ships to put pressure on the opposing forces, force them to duck down behind rocks because overwhelming firepower, and then the beam DD can close without getting gunned down and drop some damage down the field. Of course, he's going to have to dip behind this rock. The Alamo's really gunning at the Despondeo. Ooh. Almost got a little roasted there, but not quite. Sakura and the Cannonball are out of commission. I don't think these are going to be coming back in any meaningful way. No. Definitely not. Certainly not this one. The Wiggler continuing to retreat while firing, but taking a lot of damage from the Invictus and the Timarius. And the Vindicta is about to get in firing range as well, if he can crush this asteroid. At the end of the day, though, the name of the game is Control. And the OSP is very ahead. Very ahead. Dragon sending the Uratas down to take Dagger. And the Serpera is presumably going after Echo.
The enemy is securing zone Dagger.
There's that one. Oh, in the meantime, during all that, Internet Explorer managed to take Bravo back. Looks like we got some fire going into the ship. And the Uratus might be crossfired from, yeah, the Libertas. Oh my, and the Invictus getting in on this. Ton of 450 fire and 250 fire coming into the ship, which is not good. You do not want to be taking that in a liner. Got the C-53 on both sides, but he does not have good angling to engage anything. He could cant his port up, fire at that, and then dip back down, but bulkers really just do not have the mobility, even with double yard drives. Well, the yard drive and then the fat yard drive, which is slightly less good than the normal yard drive. How did you fit 2 drives in here? I never have enough electricity for this. And only 1 light reactor? What'd you give up? Oh, this is the revolver vessel. So he gave up his point defense. And he brought some rapid cyclers, but not anything else really. No, it doesn't look like any gun plots. No. And rapid cyclers don't take too much power. I think ammo elevators actually take more. I'm not sure if that's correct. Beam DD's getting in range. OSP team's really spread out. And while the upfront match control has been real nice and might even win them the game, at this point, it does mean they're going to be taking an immense volume of fire. Yeah, revolver vessel here doing its best to revolve, but I think its thrusters have been really heavily damaged. Oh, yes. Okay, that's our midshipman. Dipping well after his ships have been destroyed. Staying in and watching. Dragon hunting the Alamo to the ends of the earth. Some mines here are going to get cleaned up. Sir Perry not too sure about where it wants to go. I mean, it obviously wants to cap Echo, but he's not 100% certain what's over here. Just the Wiggler, which is in a bad shape, so there's nothing really contesting this point. He could dip in and cap it, and probably Alpha as well. Errata's done with capping Delta and moving back into the fray. Wiggler taking more fire, I think. Lion drugs. That might be. Also, that might have been intended for the Alamo. Yeah, that was... No? Oh, Beam DD gonna be eating some shots from the revolver. But not taking too much damage. Yeah, the Wiggler is taking damage. I wasn't... Oh, in fact, he's taking too much damage. Presumably a basic CAC just got shot out. Yup. I know this is a mass driver, and I know basics are cheap, but don't put them on your ships, kiddos. Unless you absolutely have to have those extra few points to make your thing viable at all. This is the very last thing you want to be sacrificing. Because if it gets shot out, and basics are very easy to shoot out, then your whole ship just goes down. As we're seeing here. I understand putting it on a mass driver ship, but I don't even put it on railstones. I'm serious. I have a fleet of 5 railstones, and I have reinforced CNCs on all of them because you really, 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 really don't want that getting shot out. In fact, I bet Dragon has one on his back Sarissa. Yep, reinforced CIC. Even though this thing should be nowhere near getting shot at ever. You do not want to risk a lucky shot going into the CIC and oops, you lose. Your ship is just gone. It's so painful. I mean, if you want to make that gamble, you can make that gamble. Well, I very much do not recommend it. Alamo getting captured by the Beam DD, the Tristis. And the Country Status is coming up here too. I like all the Latin names. It's fun. Kind of some fun nerd bait. Ooh, and that's the ball game. Dragon very close to a point defeat, but managed to pull out a military victory. Oh, man. That was a hell of a match. I respect it. Look at that. All right. OSP team. Minute Explorer, the revolver doing some damage, but generally, yeah, not much output from this team. 18k overall. Naked Frag also having some damage problems. Oh, well, he was using mass drivers. And fired way fewer than he could have. I think he was having issues with sightline. Yeah, because he was in kind of permanent retreat. He got caught out. He was trying to do like a top of the map thing, but that's where Dragon was. So he got caught and he was permanently retreating and ducking vision, and so he couldn't be firing. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. And it worked out. Normally this doesn't work, by the way. This usually is a good way to get screwed because there's like 1 or 2 shuttles on the map that you just can't freaking find. And they have maybe a gun on them or some rockets, and so the match doesn't end. But it worked out. It worked out. I respect it. That's the sort of gamble I can get behind. Not fleet build gamble, but more of a gambit, a tactic. Saying, well, let them go for caps. I can cut them in half and then do a lot of damage while the fleet is split up. Yeah, just very little damage coming out of the OSP team. I don't think, other than the Solare, Dragon lost anything. No, he didn't. I mean, the Supera is basically lost, but it's not dead. There are some people left on this ship. Able to dish out a ton of damage from the beam DDs. Where's the other one? Okay, 1600 less impressive. Yeah, 10k. Look at that. Competing with the Voxels and the Axfords. Big fan. Big fan. That's a good game. I hope everybody here enjoyed that at least half as much as I did. It's cool to see teamwork in action. Alright, I will catch you in the battle space, Space Cowboy.